Welcome everybody to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda, we have the Lumbermancer here today. Now this right here is one of those games that's very silly in nature, doesn't take itself serious, but having said that, it's still a really fun game to play. The music's actually really good, and the art style is actually really appealing as well. I could sit here and talk to you what our quest as the Lumbermancer is, but you know what? I think the story does a pretty good job of telling you on its own. So let's actually get into the game and show you what the Lumbermancer is all about. So while this over here plays out, I should let you guys know I'll be doing a bit of jumping over to another save file that I have to show you more of the game down the line. But right now we have a story here. Lumbermancer. Actually, you know what? Let me get my voice here for this one. The power to manipulate wood to do your bidding. It is a dark, forbidden power. But you are a creature with a dark and forbidden desire. A desire to fill the sandwich-shaped hole in your guts. You know where to find the ingredients. But night is falling, and these woods are cursed. It'll be a perilous quest, one that might cost you your soul. But there is no other way. Go now. Find your destiny. Or a sandwich. So, we're not out here to save the world. No, no, no. We're out here to actually make ourselves the best sandwich of all time. And you're going to be doing this by taking on some really evil critters. You will actually even fight the devil himself for his baloney. We'll talk more about that here pretty soon. So right now we have a couple of wood dudes we can actually summon to do our bidding. Now the guy that we have right now is the shovel little wood guy. I should note you can control both of your characters in one go with one single gamepad here. You use your right stick over here to control the Lumbermancer and use the left stick to summon, or at least control your summoned piece of wood here. Now what I'm doing with the guy with the shovel here is I am planting more wood. Yes, I know what I said. But I am planting more wood, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I will need wood to summon more of these guys, and they're actually really squishy. They go down in only one single hit here. So what I want to do is actually build up a good supply of them before I'm ready to proceed over here. So this is kind of like a way to kind of farm extra hits in a sense for your little guys. As you can see right now, that guy should be going down because he got touched. As we mentioned, they're quite sticky indeed. So we're going to definitely want to have a combatant piece of wood for that one. For that, we could go ahead and summon. Let me go with the swordman here. So we'll summon the wooden swordman, and now we can start doing combat of our own. Each one has their own little ability to them, and they will be dropping souls, at least the enemies will. Now you'll be using these souls over to go to the shop and buy different type of extra stuff in the game. I really haven't accumulated that much souls myself to actually buy anything, but there's actually some really cool, interesting looking stuff in the stores, which you can indeed buy. Now, as I mentioned, you're doing this all by controlling both of these characters at the same time. Your Lumbermancer has a couple of hits to his name as well, which is indicated by those, I guess, hearts in the UI up there. So you can take 15 hits with your Lumbermancer before it's all game over for you. So it's telling me to plant some more because we are out of wood. You know what? I planted a lot beforehand. Yeah, whatever. But you get the idea of what the, this right here is kind of teaching you the basics of the game itself. As you can see, I could, oh, wait, we have to get a couple more of these here. I want to show you the other guys, and we'll probably jump over to one of my other saves, which is a bit more progress done than this one over here. I took some damage right there, and my hearts went down to 14 from 15. So, it seems like a lot of hits you could take, and that's true. However, these stages can be a bit long, and the bosses can be a bit difficult as well. Now, as you can see, we're out of light. That is where your fire dude comes into play. What he is known for is just to light up your lantern again and keep everything nice and lit up. Otherwise, you will have to fight in the dark, which is no good. You can actually use him as a fighter as well, but you have to get really close to the enemies to bring them down, so I would probably advise against that. But we're going to go ahead and jump over to one of my saves here and show you some of the more advanced stages over here. So we'll load into... I think one of these loads is for one of the bosses, which I want to show off. But let me go into load number 1. So as you can see over here, I already beat the witch on this. Nope, don't go in there. I already beat the witch for her lettuce, if I'm right. For this stage over here, we'll fight spirits as the boss, and we'll get another piece of the puzzle or the sandwich here. Over there you want to fight the toads, and finally the devil will drop the bologna for the rest of the sandwich. There's also a couple of hidden bosses, if I'm correct, in different areas, but I'm not entirely sure how to unlock those. And over here, the soul shop, is where you spend your souls to actually buy items. Let me go ahead and show that off before we go into a stage here. We have 105 souls. Then we have apparently what looks like to be the Grim Reaper with horns over here selling items. Unfortunately for us, we cannot afford anything at all. Actually, we could afford the Blood Log, which I have no idea what this does, but you know what? Let's buy it. Blood Log, down, up, left, right. I feel like I'm over here doing the Contra code or something. Okay. So, I'm not sure what that does, but I guess we'll give it a try. Let me go into the Spirit stage. Let's go to the Devil one. Let's do the Devil. I have to imagine it's probably the hardest one, but let me go into the Hell's Mouth over here. We have 4 logs. Let me go ahead and use this time really... Oh, good God almighty. What the hell is this? I've never been to this stage before, so... Okay, wait. Falcon. Right stick is for the Necromancer. Or Lumbermancer. Oh, good God. What is this? I just want to, honestly, fight dudes, not avoid stuff. Well, meanwhile this happens, I'm going to go ahead over here and just plant some... excess stock of wood here for us. You move down over on this side. Believe me, this is a bit difficult just because you have to get used to the idea of one stick for one character, other stick for the other one. But it takes a while before you get really comfortable with it, but once you do get comfortable with it, it's a lot easier. But I'm not too familiar with it myself, so I feel like very confused. I'm like, alright, which stick is for what now? So I always make like, you know, silly movement mistakes that way. Let me see if I can just grab that. Good. We have 34. I think that might be enough. Let me swap over to a fighter if I can. Oh, good God. Alright, here we go. There we go. So now we can start bringing these guys down. This is our swordman. Now, he's really fast, and he's got a little bit of range to his attack. Now, if you want maximum range, however, you want to go with the bow. The bow's really slow, but obviously a lot of range. As you bring these enemies down, you get more souls for the shop over here. Don't get too close now. Oh, that guy just spawned right under me. And that's the reason why this game is difficult, because you're taking care of or at least 2 characters in one go with 2 different sticks over here. And sometimes enemies will spawn under you or right on top of you, so you have to always constantly have a good close eye on the Lumbermancer more than anybody else, because if he dies, it's game over. Wow. If the wood dies, you could always go ahead and plant a bit more, so there is that. After you've collected a certain amount of souls in one of these little quote-unquote maps, you are able to continue going forward. As you move forward, sometimes obstacles like this will pop up, so you definitely want to avoid those. And then this will take you over to your next little, I guess, level stage of this area, if you want to call it that. Let me go ahead and summon my Pyro Dude, because we're almost out of Lantern Fuel. Let's see what these enemies are about. We have a couple of slime monsters. Let me go ahead and summon Bow Dude. Ah! That thing spawned right underneath me, as I mentioned. So with Bow Dude, really slow, but all the range in the world. So he's really, really good for areas like this. We don't have to really worry about too much about speed. Meanwhile, don't get comfortable with the idea of just attacking enemies over and over. You progress by collecting souls. After a certain amount of souls, you can actually progress. But if you sit here the entire time and just kill without collecting the souls themselves, you will never continue. And you're thinking, like, how long does the stage go? Well, it goes as long as possible, because you actually have to collect a set number of souls before the game's ready to be like, alright, you can move on to it now. So that's how that plays out. There's also a recipe for fudge, mind you. So if you don't know how to make fudge, the game actually has, in the manual, a recipe for fudge. How amazing is that? The game teaches you how to make fudge. It's great. Let me go into loading into one of the bosses here, because I want to show it off. So I think that's load number 2. Load number 2. Yeah, this should be my first boss fight, which is the Witch. She was actually not too difficult, as long as you use, I'm gonna say, as long as you use the Swordy, it's a lot easier. So let me swap over to Swordman, as I got zapped in the face by doing that. Summon Swordman. Alright, come on, do your beam. Don't summon more enemies! Alrighty. So she'll move away for a while. You want to bring these guys here meanwhile, because she will try to drop on top of your Lumbermancer. As you can see, we only have 3 more hits, because this stage went on for a while for me, because I wasn't aware that you needed to actually collect souls to continue stages. So I would sit here for a while and be like, well, I've killed like 1 million enemies here now, why can I progress? And then I realized that you have to actually collect souls. So that's the reason why I mentioned that collecting souls is really important to the overall thing. So we only have 2 more hits before I die. Obviously, I beat her, otherwise I wouldn't have shown you the stage beat already. But now since I'm talking and trying to manipulate all these characters in one go, it's a lot more difficult, obviously. Can you light up my lantern? Thank you, baby. Baby, won't you light my fire? Okay, you can't get close at all. Just do damage, keep doing damage. We still have 11 little guys to kind of summon, so we're fine. Worst scenario, we actually summon little wood planting guy, but I think we should be okay. As long as she doesn't summon more of those eyeballs. Those are the ones that really worry me. Nope. Expose the back, baby! Now, if I'm correct, you could actually... Oh, I think I'm screwed. Oh, we beat her! Hoo-wee! And there you go. She went ahead and dropped the witch's lettuce for us. Are we fine now? Oh, we're fine now. Yeah! We got the witch's lettuce. Alrighty. Well, there you guys have it. This is going to be Lumbermancer for you. Really fun game, really silly as you could probably see, but the levels are definitely complex. Getting to the boss is not an easy task. And, you know, if you're playing on your own accord, maybe it's a lot easier when you could just concentrate, but when you're talking and trying to control 2 different characters at the same time with only 1 gamepad, a lot harder story for sure. But there you guys have it. All the information for Lumbermancer will be down below if you want to check it out. I will catch you next time.